Hi, good afternoon, everybody. It's been a few days since I've done a live blog, and I'm kind of getting used to this, I have to say. It's kind of something that I kind of enjoy doing. And I was sharing with a friend last night, isn't it tough sometimes when people have to do presentations? And I'd asked a friend of mine for the first time he did a presentation for like 20 minutes. I said, "How do you feel?" And he said, "Tired." I said, "I know, because you're giving of yourself." And it's a hard thing to do, to speak and to express yourself and to know that you're really reaching somebody. That's why I do what I'm doing, because I know that I'm really reaching somebody, and I know that it's hitting home for somebody. When I shared that when you change on the inside, your outside has no choice but to follow. Isn't that such a neat saying? If you really look at that, if you change in here, your whole outside world starts to change immediately. One of the things that I've learned, I have to share in my recovery, is that adversity introduces a man or a woman to themselves. And I've looked at myself in the mirror so many times, and I've fallen so many times, even in recovery. I've failed many times in recovery. I've done things that maybe I shouldn't have done in recovery. And you know what? I never give up. I dust myself off and I go at it again. I heard a guy say, "I failed 10 times in business, and I've learned 10 different ways not to do business next time." And that's what I'm doing, is that I'm refining myself. I'm working on my character. And actually the Latin word, the word character, the word character actually derives from the word chisel, to chisel away or to shape something. That's what character means. And that's something that I've learned, is that when I tell people, instead of saying I'm going through a bad day, I tell them I'm going through a character building day. Because like I said, that lessons are repeated until learned, and if I don't learn from what I'm going through, it'll repeat itself. And I've heard, I even see it on Facebook. I see people say, "I'm going through so much right now." If you can just change that and say, "I'm growing through it," instead of saying, "I'm going through it." When you say, "I'm going through it," you know what happens? It prolongs itself and it repeats itself. But if you grow through it, you say, "I'm growing through it," you know what? You'll outgrow whatever it is that you're going through. And you know what? You won't go through it again. You'll grow through it. You see, so I wanted to share that with those people that are growing through stuff right now in their life, and maybe facing tough times right now, that they don't last forever. Keep that in mind, please, is that all of us will go through the winters of life. We all face the winters of life. One thing I share about winters, that some winters are long, some are short, some are hard, some are easy, but I'll guarantee you this, is that they always come. And you can't wish away the winters by tearing it off the calendar. You can't. They always come. And one of the blessings about winter, the neat things about winter, what comes after winter? Spring. Time to grow. And you look back at your winters of life and say, "Wow, I can't believe I went through that." I can't believe I was so hard on myself, right? So I wanted to share that with you. Just like myself, that's why I haven't done these blogs for a while. My trusted phone, if you can't see the screen on there, smashed. And I had one of my character building days, and I thought, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?" And because this phone is so good with video and so clear, but you know what? I got the next best thing. So I'm sharing that with you guys today. At least you get to hear it. Okay. November 20th to the 22nd, Soup and Bannock for the Soul, Vancouver Island University at the Gathering Place. Put it together on the calendar. Make yourself available to come out. It's going to be a good 3 days. It's a 3-day event based on solutions, based on fun in recovery, based on implementing good things into your recovery and into life, making your journey a joyful one. And so many people that they clean up, and even myself, guilty of this, when I first cleaned my life up, I sobered up and I said, "Okay, well, where's all the happiness?" Why is it supposed to be happy? You're supposed to be having a good time when you clean up. But you know what? You need to create it. You have to create it. You see, and that's why I wanted to share that with you, is that one of the things that happens in life is that lessons are repeated until learned. And when you don't grow through it, it will repeat itself. That's why I share with people, if you're going through stuff, don't go through it, grow through it. See? And that's why I shared, when you go through things in your life, when you go through difficult times in your life, like I've had, we've all gone through it. It's guaranteed. It's a must. That's a part of growing, that we go through, and we suffer tragedy in life. Sometimes it's a loss. Sometimes the neat thing about when we go through a loss, all of a sudden the child is born. You see, and good things happen if you allow yourself to grow through it. And the thing is that those winters don't last forever. And you know, the neat thing about, everybody looks forward to summer. Everybody looks forward to having a good time in life, you know, to have fun, to make your journey a joyful one. So I wanted to share that. So remember, on the 21st, we're having a healing sweat lodge ceremony with Freddie Rowland, with Hoyampton is going to come and share that with us. And I thank you, Freddie, for making the time for us and coming out to share this with the people attending. And those attending, you need to sign up for that when you come and register at the event, okay? I will have more information about our events coming up in March on the 20th. And you'll be able to take that home with you when you go. If you're a frontline worker, good thing for you to bring some new tools back home to your community, some new ways of recovery and healing, some new activities. If you're a budding speaker or somebody that wants to do workshops like this, the best place to come and learn, I would love to share this with you. I would love to teach you to do what I do. This is what I love to do. I love to share my story with other people. And I tell people, you'd never know what I've gone through by looking at me. You saw me on the street today, you would never think that I'm an alcoholic. You saw me on the street today, you'd never think that I was a drug addict. You know why? Because I've changed. And there's nothing permanent in life but change. You're going to change anyway. You're going to change. You see? Why not make it a good change? Why not make it a fun change? Like I shared earlier, I said adversity and bad times and all the lessons, life's lessons, it's called life. Whatever you're going through in your life, whether it's an up or a down, it's called life. And adversity and bad times, they introduce a man or a woman to themselves, and they put life's mirror in front of you, and they have a look at yourself. And how are you going to handle it? Are you going to handle it and fall down and say, I forget it, I quit? And then you give up on life, and then we go back to our old behaviors again, and we give up. And you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. When bad times hit you, you know what you do? You just puff yourself up, you put your head down, and you plow forward. And you say, I'm going to go through this no matter what. No matter what. And my gosh, you know what? Even though I've gone through tons of stuff over the past few years, I've had great losses in my life. I've had great gains too. I've learned through them, and instead of going through it, I grew through it. And I feel stronger today. And I want to hand this on to you. I want to give this to you. If you're a young woman, you were born for a reason. You're here for a reason. You've got a gift. How many people tell you that and you don't do anything with it? The sad thing is that when you go out and so many people pass away today and their gifts die with them. Don't let that happen. Do something with your gift. Shine. It's time to if you're a young man, maybe you're a musical person, maybe you can play a guitar, maybe you can sing, maybe you're an artist. It's time for you to shine. Don't let that gift die with you. Allow it to blossom. Allow it to come to life. And when it comes to life, you come to life. And you know what the neat thing about it? You leave a legacy behind forever. And people will never forget who you are. I was told that many years ago, when you open your mouth, Fred, you tell the world who you are. So now it's my time. I'm working on my dream too. And my dream was to always bring together conferences with no issues. Bring together conferences that uplifts people, that makes you feel good about who you are, regardless of what you've gone through, regardless if you were born poor like me, if you were born with nothing like me, if you were gone through foster care like I did, if you were born into an alcoholic home like I did, that you can shine no matter what you've gone through. I guarantee it. I'm telling you this from my heart because I've gone through it. And you know what? I grew through it. And I've never been happier. So I look forward to that. And I just wanted to share that with you guys today, is that the neat thing about it is that all of us are self-made, but only the successful people will admit it. Isn't that neat? All of us are self-made. Where you are right now in your life, we've created in our own minds. Some people attract bad things to them. Some people say, oh, heart problems, it's in my family. I always say, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Arthritis, it's in my family. I say, no, it's not. They go, yeah, it is. I go, no, it's not. You don't need to accept it. Accept the good things in life. It's time to grow. November 20th to the 22nd, Vancouver Island University, Soup and Bannock for the Soul, making my life count. I hope to see you there, and I hope that I can share more with you there. There's so much more. I can't wait till we get there. I can hardly wait to see what we've got to say. Have a good day.